Welcome to a new series on the channel where we push my mental state to the edge with World Conquest A to Z. So we're taking on the challenge of conquering the world with every nation. We're only doing the ones with a unique focus tree though, so at least we get a little bit of flavor, which means we are starting out with Argentina. Now, there's a few ways we could do Argentina, but I think we're going to communist because I've never done this path, and I think we can get a few trophies, or sorry, achievements on the way. So we'll start with a call to reform. We'll get a bit of communism, remove the political corruption, and we'll modify the infamous decade because Argentina doesn't start in the best position, especially national spirits wise. So infamous decade, stability and war support, bit of non-aligned, which we don't obviously want. With the Roca Treaty, which consumer goods, it's not horrendous. Monroe Doctrine, which means we're going to go all over South America without the Americans doing nothing. We will be doing all of these challenges on Iron Man, so we can try and get a good amount of the achievements done in these runs. So there's a few here we can pick up. Having ever except Bolivia, having America while communist, own all the Amazon states, we'll get that one as well. So there's a good 3, be communist and own, 4 achievements I should be able to pick up today. Now, annoyingly, as Argentina, to go communist, we do need to have a civil war. So hopefully, I can't think off the top of my head, hopefully we can do the old spamming of one unit and delete the rest in this. Goldie is back to Argentina, so we can go get him as a political advisor wherever he is. I thought he'd be at the bottom. There he is, socialist writer, population factor increase and communism support. We'll keep going down, we'll get a bit more communism, get rid of the other parties and get a bit of manpower. Let's go and get rid of our army then, because we're gonna risk it for a chocolate biscuit, get one horsey boy out and see if we can win the civil war that way. We do need 60% communism support to go down this tree, so currently at 56, so we'll do a couple of focuses while we wait. We'll do a bit of, I've got industry stuff, or no, let's go and we'll go get a mill. I think a mill, and we'll go a little bit down the military path. We've probably got 2, maybe 3 focuses while we wait. We will do an anti-democratic raid just to help that along. 60%, so we can go and get our Viva la Revolution. And we'll trigger our civil war. We get the PC in charge and we'll get a nice new ruler and see if we can knock this off. Argentinian Communist Revolution. I need to stop saying it like that. So he's got war support, justify war goal time -10. That will come very handy in this World Conquest run. Go and deploy our single horsey boy and we'll quickly go into Buenos Aires and see if we can grab that. And then we'll wait for him to get a bit of org and we'll go. And we'll grab all of these victory points and hopefully cap them before they get any of their units out. I don't think I'll need too many. We will just get some horsey boys on the go just in case. And there we go. Civil War won without fighting a single battle just by grabbing the victory points, you know. Gotta love a bit of cheese in the game, bit of cheese. So we'll get them in a normal army. We will now go down the rest of the focus tree. So we can either go for forge our own future or ally with the Soviets. And you know, being with the Soviets is boring, so we're going to forge our own future and we're going to get new leader in feminist revolutionary Fanny Eldmund, population and communism support. And there is Fanny herself. Bit of a hottie if I do say so myself. So Fanny is going to be our first world conquest if you don't count the Luxembourg run that I did, but that's not part of this series, that's just a random one, so check that out if you haven't. It was pain. But we've got a few other political advisors, so we do lose our justify war goal 10, which is a bit annoying, I will be honest. So the Buenos Aires conference begins. So do we want to change leader from Fanny to Antonio? War support minimum, 30 stability loss. No, we're not taking that. We will manpower though, but we've got 300,000. We will stick with Fanny. She is going to lead us to glory, I think. So that, I didn't actually pay attention to that. That is 2 different paths. So liberate the continent versus unify. So liberate is what I want to do. So I'm very glad I didn't go for Antonio. And we'll go and get war goals on all South Americans that aren't communist. That is unbelievably good for a communist world conquest run. Then we get a few extra bonuses later. So we'll go and liberate the continent, and we will start hitting some of these lower countries. I feel like this run is going to be a bit snowbally. Once we take down the first few South American ones, we'll start with Chile, obviously. I think we should be pretty easy. There's our war goal. So even the Caribbean we have literally got a war goal on everyone. Oh, and the Central Americas. That's brilliant because that was really annoying, the bloody Luxembourg run. So we will do I want one of these, or do we go war support, bit of communism? I don't really think... Unlock these South American units so we can integrate them, but we don't need them yet. So we'll start with getting a bit of workers right and improving our industry, and then once we've done a few countries, we'll then start integrating them. But we've got manpower and stuff, so I think we're fine. Let's just go straight into Chile. They shouldn't have enough troops to man their big border. And there goes Chile. They've got some nice guns for us. We'll get a load of guns as well from taking these South Americans. We'll take them and their navy. And Argentina World Conquest has officially begun. So we'll go for Uruguay and then Paraguay. And we'll knock some of the smaller ones out first and get ourselves some guns, factories, and we'll get some more units on the go with our cavalry. Good thing about communist run, we can get the best occupation law, the liberated workers for extra resource and local factories, and not too much manpower, so we'll go with them. That was Bolivia, Uruguay, and Paraguay done. So we are now getting into this difficult ones where we either go Peru or Brazil. But obviously we're going Peru, but Peru is a bit of a tough nut to crack, to be honest. So this might not go as smoothly. Yeah, immediately Peru is a tough nut. So our horsey boys aren't good enough. So we're going to have to go and get our mountaineers. They are training. They're only bloody 6th width. Let's get some artillery, some rangers, and then just bulk these up as much as we can. We'll add some more artillery as well. I want to eventually get 25 width mountaineers. We're going to work towards some CAS as well, so I'll go extra fuel tank. They shouldn't be fighting. It should be clear skies. We just need the range for South America. So a few of these should help us push. Cheeky naval invasion behind has semi-worked. They have got someone on the port a bit annoyingly, but if we can just pin them in and get round them and capture that port. Landed there, so again we'll try and pin and take that one. Oh, we took the port anyway without surrendering, but that's fine. We've got a bit of landing and mountaineers, which are quick boys through the mountains, funny enough. So we might be able to pull off a bit of encirclement here if we can get the forest as well. One more tile. We've got some CAS up 11. We are doing a bit of CAS damage. There we go. There is a good portion of the Peruvians encircled. So Mr. Paddington Bear is not going to be happy with that. And we'll just knock them out, see if we can push. And there is Peru done. That wasn't too bad. It did require a little bit of mountaineers and naval invasion. But Peru is all ours. We are at war with Ecuador as well. So we will quickly get our army there. I did try to naval invade, but it didn't go well. So we'll just ignore that one because they have only got a few tiles to hit. So we'll quickly move in with our CAS as well. South America is basically done now. Colombia's not got enough. They've got probably 10 units. We've got loads. 24 horse boys and 8 mountaineers. So integrate the South America as well, because we are running out of manpower though, so we'll just start. We've got so many to do and so much PP this requires. We'll just start at the bottom, I suppose, and work our way up. Venezuela is hitting some last stands, but that is not going to be enough to save. Wow, their equipment is just being absolutely destroyed. I mean, we've got a lot of artillery in our units, so no wonder they are just going to absolutely capitulate quickly. And there is Venezuela gone. So we are now allies and Brazil left in South America, the big boy. Annoyingly, they're actually guaranteed by the British. I didn't expect that. So is Panama... No, Panama's not. So let's go for a few South or Central Americans first before we hit Brazil and join the allies. Ah, Panama's joined the allies. That... I mean, I could have suspected that, but I didn't think they would. So that's a bit annoying to my plan. So we are now at war with the allies. So let's go and take this land quick. We will ask for some rights from Germany so we can go and get our navy over here quickly. We've obviously got the whole of the South American navies nicked, so we're just going to knock them out. We will wait for Brazil. We'll take the allies out first, I think. We are lacking a little bit of manpower now, but I think our army is strong enough. So we've arrived in Germany. Do we have Green Sea. We'll get our mountaineers. They can be the ones who land because they've got quite a bit of artillery. So we'll just hit around Portsmouth. Hopefully no one's there. Just realised my major mistake. I wasn't picking the ones with the biggest manpower to integrate. I can only imagine the comments from earlier on of being, oh, you've done it wrong. You meant to do the ones with the manpower. Well, I've changed. That one's got 3.7. So we'll start with the highest manpower because I am out of manpower. No one is home in Britain, unbelievably. I've never landed without at least fighting one. So we'll quickly get our whole army out. This shouldn't be too difficult. I'm not sure we're actually going to get enough war score here, but we'll just knock the Allies out so they stop guaranteeing people and then we can work forward. And Newcastle, there we go. England is done. The Allies are defeated. We have an average amount since we didn't really do too much in that. So we'll just go and take everything in South America near us. I'm going to take all of Canada as well to give us a nice big border with the United States for us to take them out from a two-angled pincer movement. And I think that's probably all we can get. I'll get a little bit of the Navy, actually, while I got a few extra points. I don't really want to spend it anywhere else. I guess we'll start working our way back through Central America. So these will be quickly. I'm so glad I've got the war goals on this. This saves so much time in the end. And we took the little bit in Mexico as well, so we'll go from there. And that is the last war goal I have in Central America. So Brazil, you are up. You've got probably about 40 divisions, which is fine. We'll go and get a load of new ones out. We are mobilising some more manpower at the moment, and we'll get a few more corps as well and get some more manpower via that way. But we'll start loading up your borders. Oh, I lied. We're not actually mobilising anyone at the moment. We've got 1.6 million. We've got 38 million eligible corps pop. But we do have the political power, so we'll jump up to extensive conscription and we'll start mobilising. Essentially, should be another 1 million-ish troops, so that'll be fine for equipping our rest of our army, and we will integrate a few others before we attack Brazil. Going to set up some naval invasions. Hit all the cities. This is probably the most annoying part of the new DLC. Is it's so difficult. Well, not difficult. It's so much longer to hit Brazil. I think you used to have to hit literally 5 of the major cities on the coast and they'd cap. And now you actually take them all and a little bit of the jungle as well. But our mountaineers should take the cities at least. Come on then, Brazil. It's your time to go. So we'll get all of our orders on the... Have I not done the Navy? Oh, I forgot to do the bloody Navy. Right, let's quickly link them all up. We'll split some off the submarines we don't want, and then we'll get the orders. Oh, we've changed colour. I didn't realise that changed us as a nation. So we are now... What the hell does that say? I can't see it. What's it say? South American Socialist Republics. And we're a lovely dark burgundy colour. So I didn't realise that focus actually did that. I probably won't do a focus now just to get the PP so we can integrate some more territories. What are we at with Brazil? 85% now, so we've done quite a few naval invasions and a bit of their territory. So we will start on our war goal for Mexico, seeing as we probably won't be that long. 125 days, definitely get that going. We're not going to need that much time to prepare for that. We'll have Brazil done soon. Is that it? Is that... Yeah, there we go. And we've got Rumble in the Jungle, own all the Amazon states as any South American nation. So one achievement done. We'll obviously just take all of Brazil's land and all of their navy as well. Pretty sure I should get... Yeah, be communist and own all of South America. There we are. All of South America as the republics. We are looking a chonky boy. What was the other achievements I could get? Can't do that one. All of that one, but I need to get rid of Bolivia, so I'll do that right at the end after the world conquest, funny enough. And we've got Brazil as well. Our manpower issue is about to disappear, so we'll go and grab the states with the most manpower in Brazil. We've got 300,000 now, so we'll start queuing up some new divisions, but manpower is no longer going to be a problem, I feel. Knock knock, Mexico. It is socialism again. I think we're on a snowball for these minor nations, so Mexico's absolutely no chance against us. Mexico City will just plow on up. How long we got? 4th of November we get our USA one, so we should be done with Mexico by then. And there goes Mexico. A bit of equipment they're giving us. We'll just take all their states and their little bittle a navy. And then we've got 2 armies now, so we'll get this one on the Mexican border. We've got 1 on the Canadians at the moment, so we'll double pincer the US. What has the US got? They are probably 120-ish units, so probably about even on terms of units amount. Come on then, USA, it is your turn. I'm just going to battle plan. I think I've got so much manpower and equipment now, I just don't really see the US being an issue. We should just be so much stronger than them. 2 ends as well, they won't be able to deal with. I no longer need the political power gain now because we've basically got enough manpower and integration. So we'll go and twitch him out for the silver tongue for the -15 justify war goal. Italy is declared on the Swiss Confederation. What on earth is happening over here? Why have they become their own faction? I've never seen Switzerland be involved. We'll get involved soon, so I'm going to go for a justification on Spain. We've got Gibraltar, so we've got landmass, and then at least we get, you know, a good base of operations to hit the rest of Europe. Actually, thinking about it, they could posh Gibraltar quite easily. Let's cancel that. Change of plan. We're going to go for Portugal, because they also have a load of territory elsewhere we can use to jump around from. America is looking quite done. Once we take Washington and maybe a few other East Coast states, we should be done. We've got LA and stuff, most of Texas, load of Cass as well. United States is done. Japan has got a little bit of the war score, but we should be able to still grab everything. We'll just do a couple of skips and at least get all of the US, if not all of Philippines. World Conquest is looking good. We basically have, apart from this, you know, San Salvador or El Salvador, we have got all of the Americas excluding the Caribbean. So let's start getting our army over to Gibraltar and we will crack on with Europe before Germany gets too powerful. While we're landing in Portugal, we will go and get a war goal on Spain. These war goals are so long as the communists, though. I think this is a bit of an error. I do want to mix it up a bit, but 100 days while I'm at war is joke for a justification. Yeah, Portugal was never going to be too full of Moscow as well already. Wow, Germany is doing bits again without the Allies poking their nose in, so we definitely need to get involved in that war soon before the Soviets collapse. Right, Iberia is ours, so we will get a border along the Vichy, France and German. We'll do a fallback line actually, because it won't do a normal border for some well, because they're not in a faction yet, but we'll go after Vichy first and then Germany will join. Let's set up a naval invasion of Italy, get the civil war early on, and that makes Germany a hell of a lot weaker. On the Luxembourg run, Italy was so powerful as well, so I don't want a snowball of the Axis factions getting too strong, so we'll hit them. Luckily, my navy is one chunky boy, so naval invasion and naval supremacy is not going to be an issue from now on. Apart from Japan might put up a bit of a fight, but, you know, in the long run, we will destroy. No one is at home for Italy, so we'll take Rome. I'm hoping the Civil War will kick off really quick. There is generally no one in Italy. The Germans have joined. We've got our line, so we'll do a normal front line now rather than this mixed crap that I did. I don't know why I did that. So we'll get that full army and a field marshal order on the go to get some planning bonus. It says advantage, so screw it, let's go. We've got to push the mountains. Let's start justifying on all of the other little nations. 80 days, though. Why is it so much? We're at war with majors. It's 100%. 80 days is an absolute joke. Quick look at who we've got to defeat. Germany, Italy, Bulgaria, and Vichy, France. Okay, that's normal. Can't cross to Sicily as usual, so we will go and get some naval invasions planned for Sicily. I still haven't had the Civil War, and we've basically taken all of Italy. So, yeah, that's happening. We're fighting an air war and losing, I'd say, but we will win eventually. You know what the Germans and the Axis are like with air wars. They're not very good at keeping it going. There goes Italy, and we didn't even get the Civil War, so I suppose that's one less puppet that I've got to deal with in the end to annex. Naval invasions work to treat, so I'm hoping I can surround a lot of the German army in this Vichy France. They're all stuck in the mountains. Annoyingly, Mussolini has decided to continue the war and be a major that I've got to capitulate by occupying the Dutch East Indies. So we've got to knock out the, well, Italian... Well, it's not Italian East Indies because it's actually where Italy is. This is such a Mussolini move, isn't it? Unbelievable them existing here. Casualty-wise, we're at 600,000. We've done 600,000 Italians. And where is the Germans? Germans 12 million, and we've done nearly 5 million of that. That's pretty good. They are just constantly attacking us at the moment, so we'll just let them waste all of their equipment. I'm going to go and get some tanks because I have none research whatsoever. So let's go and get some T-34s off of the Soviet Union. We're going to have South Americans, communist T-34 tanks in production, and a lot of them. Yeah, they are so out of equipment. This will just be us absolutely snowballing them over now. Loads of cast damage, loads of their planes being destroyed. Battle plan our way to victory, the Kurt Who Games way. Damn, look at this encirclement. It took about 3 years, but it worked. So how many have we got here? We'll wait for it to push in a bit, but that looks like a good 100 units, maybe more. 31 there. Pushing back a couple of tiles. 118. I saw 118. Put that bad boy on the bloody Reddit. There's some trapped Italians here as well, so we'll quickly knock them out. But I think the German army is going to be quite depleted now, so we should just be able to roll straight into Berlin. Load of troops want to stay. 35 have trapped in Strasbourg, which is part of the Maginot Line, so they've got level 10 forts. So yeah, we'll grind them down. They can hide all they want there, but we have 45 units there. Swiss have now joined the co-prosperity sphere, which isn't well, that makes absolute no difference. It means that I have to wait 300 days, to be fair, to declare on Switzerland, so I suppose it's a bonus. But we're looking okay. We've obviously got Asia to deal with after Germany. Soviet Union is... Why are we at war with the Soviet Union already? How's Denmark? We are at war with the Soviet Union. I mean, they are on their knees, though, to be fair. Suppose we haven't got to wait to declare, but once the axes are done, we are straight at the communist throat, and then we'll hit Japan and China. So the Axis peace deal, we will try and take we have the majority of the war score, so I basically want everything Germany has. There is so many that we've got involved in this, so Sweden's and Belgium. We'll basically take everything we can. Oh no, Stalin has absolutely shafted me. He's just released the whole of Africa and it takes 100 days to justify them. Oh my god, he is. I thought at least they'd be in the Comintern. Wow, you've just made me lose about 5 hours, I reckon, here of just justifying on African nations. Stalin is an absolute bastard. How much have the Soviets got? 73%. So they're pretty much... We took most of their land back straight away. They are very weak. We are just outside of Gorky. We've got a load of units left. I mean, we'll move some over to Asia and we'll go for Japan, I suppose. We'll get our navy over here as well to start destroying some Japanese navies. Collaboration government is done and it's froze, which should mean, yeah, peace deal. So that was enough to tip it over. We have got all of the war score for this one, so we will go and take absolutely everything the Comintern has. Unfortunately, what they don't have is all the nations in Africa that they decided to liberate. Absolute bastards. And this is what we're looking like. We have got a good 80%, I would say, of the world now. We've just got China and Japan to deal with, and then we are on the glorious, glorious cleanup task. The best part about a world conquest run. I'm not messing around with Japan. I don't really care about getting war score. We'll just jump straight in and knock them out, and then we'll deal with China after that. That'll be absolutely fine. Our Marines are chonky boys, so we'll grab them very, very quickly. There goes Japan, and for some reason China is in this peace deal, so I feel like Communist China is going to be able to get all of China because of the cause. So we'll go and grab everything else we can and see how much of China. I don't know how this has ever happened. Why? What? There must have been in war or something. I don't bloody know. Who knows? Who knows? We'll just grab as much of China as we possibly can. So Communist China is got a few allies, but they shouldn't be a match for our Socialist Republic of South America, or whatever the bloody hell we're called now. A few little bits here. Yeah, well, beeline straight in. Someone kept commenting, actually, didn't they? Don't say beeline, because YouTubers always say beeline. Well, screw it, I'm beelining, I don't care. It's my channel. We'll beeline to Dali. And there goes China, well, Communist China and its other allies. So that is the last major / alliance, I believe. We are now just on cleanup work. So the temptation just to call it, because come on, guys, this is a world conquest, isn't it? I've done it. It's just mundane maintenance work now, but I can only imagine the comments.
Approximately 10 hours later.
Last war goal is done. So Republic of Cambodia, another load of puppets, things that I didn't want to deal with, but we'll quickly roll in to you, and taking Bangkok should cap them. And now the equally mundane thing of just clicking all of the single nations and annexing them all. Is there a short... there'll be someone in the comments, okay? You could just press Control Alt F4 or something. But we'll grab all of these ones. And that end screen means we've completed the game as well. So that has got us as the last remaining faction. We are looking like it, but we will double check with diplomacy. South American Socialist Republic, aka Argentina, world conquest is complete. What I will actually quickly do, I was quickly going to grab that achievement, but I messed it up, and there we go. I've got it anyway. All of it except Bolivia. I released Bolivia as a puppet and then had to declare war on them, and then it didn't go well, okay? But there we go. We've got the achievement, so we'll just quickly cap this Bolivia and we'll annex them back. So we got another achievement, and we then resume again the world conquest and the final map of the South American Socialist Republic, episode 1 of the World Conquest A to Z. I mean, I'll be able to tell based on the views in this video whether you guys actually want to see me do a World Conquest A to Z. So that is the video done. Hit the like button and do comment down below if you want me to continue this series, this painful series that I already regret doing, because I can think of the nation we're doing next and I really don't want to do it. But we do have some new nations coming up in the DLC, so Austria will get a focus tree, so they're obviously coming up soon. So that might work well with the DLC. But thank you guys for watching. Hit the subscribe button if you want to keep up to date with this new series, and peace out.